Dear students, greetings to all. In this module, we'll be continuing with our ongoing chapter, Chapter 6, Molecular Basis of Inheritance. This, in this module, we will be discussing about the Human Genome Project. It is also referred to as HGP. It was called as a mega project. One can imagine the magnitude and the requirements for the project if we simply define the aims of the project. So now let us get into the detailing of the HGP or the Human Genome Project that was started by James Watson in 1990 and then Colin took the charge in 1993. So that was started by the US Department of Energy and National Institute of Health, funded by the Wellcome Trust, that is UK. So during the early years of HGP, the Wellcome Trust UK became a major partner. There were contributions that came from Japan, France, Germany, China, and others. So now when we talk about genome, that refers to the total number of genes that is present in the haploid set of chromosome. So talking about the goal of the HGP and then what are the basic facts related to it. So the human genome is approximately 3 into 10 to the power 9 base pairs. So the genome contains about 3 into 10 to the power 9 base pairs, and if the cost of sequencing, it is per base pair, it is US dollar, then the estimated cost would be 9 billion US dollars. And if we print those things, and if we presume that the sequences need to be stored or typed in the form of books, and if each page of the book it contained 1000 letters and each book contained near about 1000 pages, then 3300 such books would be required to store the information of the DNA. And that data would be enormous for the storage, for retrieval, for analysis, and therefore HGP was closely associated with rapid development of a new area of biology that's referred to as bioinformatics. Discussing about the goals of HGP, the important goals of HGP were to identify near about 20 to 25 genes, but then earlier it was presumed that the genes might be near about 80,000 to 1 lakh could be present. To determine the sequence of 3 billion chemical base pairs, to store the information in databases, to improve the tools for data analysis and transfer related technologies to the other sector, address ethical, legal, and social issues, which is also referred to as LC. So, to identify the genes, total number of genes in human DNA, to carry out the sequencing of the base pairs, to store the information in form of databases, that's a part of bioinformatics now, and to transfer the information to other sectors. And lastly, it would be LC, that's to address the ethical, logical, and the social issues. Now, talking about the methodologies, so it involves basically the two approaches. One is expressed sequence tag, which is referred to as ESTs. That means this approach focuses on identifying all the genes that are expressed as RNA. The second approach, that is referred to as blind approach, wherein it involves simply sequencing of the whole set of genome that contained all the coding and the non-coding sequence, and later assigning different regions in the sequence with function, and therefore the term which is used, that is referred to as sequence annotation. So the procedure which was adopted was to isolate the DNA from a cell, to convert it into random fragments, to break down the DNA into smaller fragments by usage of restriction enzymes, then to use of a vector so as to bring about amplification or many copies. The vector could be like BAC, YAC. The host could be bacteria or yeast. The sequencing could be carried out by automated DNA sequencers that were developed by Frederick Sanger. and then arrange the sequence based on overlapping regions, the ones which are having the overlapping regions, it becomes very difficult to carry out the identification of them. And then the alignment of sequence using the computer programs. So BAC refers to bacterial artificial chromosome and YAC refers to yeast artificial chromosome. The cloning resulted in amplification of each piece of DNA so that it is subsequently could be sequenced with ease. So the common hosts that were used, they were bacteria, yeast, and the vectors they were used, that were BAC and the YAC. So in this module, we discussed about basically what is HGP, what are the goals of HGP, and the methodology that was employed, the procedure that was adopted for the Human Genome Project. In the next module, we'll be discussing about the salient features, the applications, and the future challenges. Hopefully, you must have garnered all the concepts thoroughly. Thank you for being a patient listener.